me, yo, I change me, I change me, yeah, I change me, uh, I change me, I change me, uh, I change me, I change me, I change me, yo, I change me, I change me, yo, I change me, I change me, I change me, I change me, I change me. My name is Sun75. I do things my way. I don't care what nobody say. But when the day comes that I don't win, I have to start all over. Yo, so let's begin. Gotta take a look at my situation and make sure that all my frustrations is not shading my chances or my vision. Yo, what is it? No, I gotta do better than the day before. And if I gave a little bit more, then I know that I will score the points. And maybe I can get with the better joints. Everything is going to work out fine, but first I gotta make sure that I go over mine. So I evaluate and reevaluate and make sure that I always get the story straight. So what are you going to do with yours? Are you going to still hang out with all them crazy whores? Or are you going to step your game up? And I know that when they bring your name up, you want it to be in the better light. So you got to make sure you do the thing kind of right. So I'm shining bright just like the sun. And that's the beginning of my name because I'm not the one. 752, what you gonna do? I know that you love me when I come through, and even if you don't, maybe one day you will, but we can still get along. And how you feel is important. I ain't gonna blow you off, but don't be thinking that the God is soft, because he's not. He's giving you all that he got, and I'ma make sure that I do what I gotta hit the spot. A lot of niggas come through, and they really think that they're gonna really have to do something that's gonna just take me out, but I'ma let you know that I'm always gonna get that shout. Yeah, yeah, let's keep it rocking. I change me, I change me, yo, I change me, yo, I change me, yo, my brother Ansel changed me. We gonna change, baby, we gonna change, baby, yo. If it's not working, if it don't try, if I know that I can't get by with the old ways, gotta change them and bring about the new days and the better ways. Yeah, they coming. I ain't gonna be around this bitch always bumming, asking for money. Like, you really think that being a bum is kind of funny? Anybody can fall on hard times, but you gotta make sure you count up to the dimes. That's a 1 to 10. Listen, my friend, we gotta make sure we make better things to the end. Yo, I change me. I change me. I change me. I change me. So that's how we doing it. Urban Therapy with Sun Show. What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Do we understand each other? Can we connect like brothers? I'm always glad to see you when I look in your eyes. I be thinking that the brother got his eyes on the prize. I can see him coming up and developing. I know that shit is like big like an elephant. Word. What we doing, kid? Are we doing biz? No, I'm not trying to be in the justice system. When I see cops and robbers, yeah, I did some. Because I'm not trying to be part of it. Yo, I'm in this shit for the love and the art of it. From the start of it. From where I began. I'm like run, but I never ran. Rhymes like that back in the days. Be thinking that motherfuckers was like kind of crazy. All right. So that's where we are. That's where we are. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Saturday from 2 p.m. till around 3:30-ish. And the reason that we say 3:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. And it is Saturday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I am your host, Sun752, aka Omar, with the And if you can't say Omar, what the? Oh, well, then you just say Omar with the R. Listen, this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should as well. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we are talking about the soft girl era. The soft girl era. Do you know what the soft girl era is? Well, I've heard women these days, particularly black women, saying that they're in their soft girl era right now. They're in their soft girl era right now. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the term, I suggest you Google it. And if you don't find the information on Google that you're looking for, I'm going to explain it and we're going to talk about it. The soft girl era. When I hear women, particularly black women, I'm going to put that out there. I don't hear a lot of women from other cultures and other races and ethnic backgrounds. I don't hear them talking about their soft girl era. But the soft girl era is symbolizing that a lot of women are becoming more actively becoming more agreeable, a little bit more nice, a little bit more amenable to ideas, ways of life, changes, like they're doing things, they're developing. But when you say the soft girl era, so you mean to tell me that we have to have a name for you being nice? What is soft girl era? So if you're in your soft girl era, where did you transform that from? Where are you coming from? If you're in your soft girl era now, what era were you in before? Were you in your hard woman era? Hard, rough girl era? What? Yeah. Now, you may say, come on, you ain't got to take it that far or whatever. But I think we do. I think we need to get this established about exactly what we're talking about. I think we need to get it established about what exactly we're talking about. The soft girl era. Now, I don't know if there's a male equivalent to the soft girl era. I mean, what would it be? Yo, fellas in the chat, fellas listening behind the scenes, what would be the male equivalent to the soft girl era? Would it be like I'm finally going to treat women right? I'm gonna finally treat women respectfully era? What was you doing before, dog? Oh, they was all bitches and hoes, and you know what I mean? I couldn't trust them, and you know. So, but now it's like, hey, boo, how you doing, ma? I see you, queen. Oh, yes, we can do this. I'm down with that. Oh, yes, I'm listening. I'm communicating with you. I don't know. Mr. Jackson says the little boy era. I don't know. What up, my peoples? What's good? My brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's up, my brother Ansel Jones? Bump City. That's my brother. That's my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing, max and chill. What's going on, my dude? Always good to see me some you. Ansel says the soft girl is playing the back for now. People change, times change. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And what's that? Zot night, I guess. Look at this. I don't know. Look at you. All right, my brother Time says, what up, my dude? What up? And T Carry right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. But we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this soft girl era thing today. I'm sorry. I'm so used to being on at night. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah. Sister Kim's, what's good?
Are you kidding me? Not knowing what you're talking about?
Okay, I'm not finished, so I'm going to turn you down until I'm done You know what I mean? Saying what I'm saying. And then I'll turn you up and let you have your say so afterwards because you look a little spirited. Evidently, she's not in her soft girl era yet. You know what I'm saying? She's not there yet. Okay, so let me see. Let me see. Okay. All right. TK Wright says it's about more than a woman being nice, son. Like I said, we're gonna talk about it because I think it's an interesting name, an interesting label to put on something like. Why would you even have to have a name for that? So we'll see. We'll see because I imagine that term means different things to different people. I'm sure that it doesn't mean everything to everybody. I'm sure of that. That's the one thing that I will put money on. I'm sure that individuals have different interpretations of what the soft girl era means. But we're here to talk about it, and we're going to. All right, so let's see. Mr. Jackson says people put too many labels on stuff. It's either mature or immature. Okay. Tom says the only time I was a soft boy or soft man ever was when we're coming out of our mother's womb. Okay, all right. Tom says these women today are spoiled as hell. Christy, Tom, who's spoiled? Shit. I mean, there are some spoiled women out here. There's spoiled men. There's spoiled people out here. Spoiled men, women, children. The spoiled seniors. It ain't hard to be spoiled. You know what I mean? If somebody accommodates you, you can become spoiled. It doesn't mean that you have to be a brat. There's a difference between being spoiled and being a spoiled brat. All right. Let me see. What up, Sahid? Wait. What's that? Sahil? Damn, I don't even. I'm not going to butcher your name. Says, what up, buddy? What's up with you, man? Thanks for coming through. Ringo Starr. What up? Jesse Kelly. I just ate 2 blue chews. You think I'll be all right? Well, I hope I hope you didn't just take them just to have a hard dick for nothing. I don't know. Let me know how it goes. Matter of fact, keep that to yourself. We good. All right. See, Jimmy. Mine says I'm too old for this. Okay. All right. Tom says soft girl era to me is laziness. They don't want to do nothing, but want to control everything, and that has a lot to do with the man making it easy for the woman in order for it to be a soft woman. And this is why this conversation is important because, like I said, everybody has their different interpretations of what the soft girl era is. So this will give us an opportunity to educate each other. All right, black guys giving lecture, black bald guys giving lecture. Yes, white moms giving blowjobs to black guys lecturing. Like, ooh, he looks so good on stage. If I could only blow that man. If I blow that man, then I'll know that man. But then again, you might be the one that blows somebody. Yeah. You think I'm cute, don't you? You in your soft boy era, ain't you? Like, before I was so ashamed of being gay. And now here I am looking at a black man, a straight black man, fantasizing about him and my mom and me. The fuck out of here, bitch ass nigga. Keep that shit up. I mean, I can get rid of you. I mean, normally I let you rock out, but you keep it the fuck up. And I got something for you. All right, Tom says, women want a soft life. That's what soft life is, to do nothing. All right, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill, says, I think they show let their femininity show when they feel comfortable. Most of the time, they don't feel protected to be a natural woman. Okay, all right. Like I said, we got some shit. We got some shit. All right. Oh, okay. So we got the bitch ass niggas out. Yay! Yay! Dimples D's. What's up, man? What's good? Always good to see you here. Always good to see you here. All right. Now, Kim, now you can have something to say. I'm gonna go get my chair and you can
Your lips on hot soup saying women are spoiled. What the hell?
all right, now you can spew all of your nonsense. All right, hold on a second.
I hope you burn your lips on hot soup.
Hold on a second. Caller with the last number is 8139. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. What's on your mind this afternoon? What's good? Okay, good looking. All right. Okay. What you got? What you got, Kim? What's on your mind?
You were kind of broken up there for a minute.
Oh.
Something else.
Something else.
Okay. You're clear now. It's fine.
Okay.
I hope when you drink your juice, you have an outbreak because you're allergic to something and don't know it. And time, I hope you burn your lips on hot soup. Talking about women are spoiled.
And I hope you get to the point of what you called in for and what you have to say. That's what I hope.
What you talking about?
Okay, well tell me what I don't know, and so I can know.
Hey everybody. So first, I think the only reason why you hear black women saying it because your majority deal with black women.
Okay.
This is not a new phrase. This started with some white Gen Z girls like in 2021.
Okay.
It only made its way to the black community now. And it doesn't mean the same thing that they meant then. Those girls were saying that because their version of a soft life wasn't lazy doing nothing. It was, I don't want to be this girl, because that was the trend for a minute. Girl boss, be the hustler, be a woman hustler. That was a thing. And those women did not, those Gen Z girls did not want to go to work like that. A lot of them said their version of a soft life was staying home, taking care of the family, cooking meals, being there for their husbands, and raising kids. That was their version of a soft life. They are these women who were Gen Z, who were caught up in the 1920s, 1930s era kind of lifestyle. That's where that came from. Now, fast forward to now, when you hear black adult women say it, mature women, we're not saying it because we want to be lazy. We're saying it because we don't want to be this boss nothing anymore. We have lived our lives and raised these children and worked these fucking jobs for people who don't have any respect for us and carry the weight of the world on our backs for as long as we've been existing on this space, especially women born in the 70s, because we had to help take care of siblings. We had to help cook because mama and daddy had to go to work. We had to help take care of cousins sometimes. And then we grow up and have to raise kids and help take care of grown kids and grown ass men. So now for us, that means I'm tired of doing all this shit. I'm tired of running all this shit. I don't want to have to demand nothing. I'd rather be easy right now. I'm tired of doing these bills by myself. I'm tired of having to run the whole house by myself. I'm tired of raising these kids by myself. I'm tired of doing all this shit. And I don't want to have to express myself in an aggressive, dominant way. I just want to be feminine. I want to be the girl for a change. That's what we mean when we say it.
Well, I don't think that you should say that that's what we mean when we say it, because I've known it to mean something totally different than both of the things that you said. So like no, because I've spoken to different people than you've spoken to, and I've heard different things than what you've heard. So one thing I said from the beginning was that this is one of those terms where we may be able to learn from each other about the different interpretations that people have about the term. I asked the questions. I didn't say what it was. I didn't ever say for a second what it was. I asked questions. Nobody can say that I came on this platform and said what the soft girl era was. I asked what would be the opposite of it, and I asked exactly what it's supposed to mean. So I don't know what or who you were listening to, but I know what I said. Now I'm going to tell you what I have heard it said to be. If you will give me a chance, because see, I was a good listener when you were talking. I didn't interrupt you one time. You know what I mean? So you try that out when I go. So what I've heard that the soft girl era was, when I've heard women say that they were in their soft girl era, was that before they were very defensive. They may have been very hard on men because of their experiences. So, like they were very distrustful of men. They were very resentful. Maybe they had baby fathers who didn't take care of their kids or who didn't keep their promises and things like that. And so they were lashing out against them previously. And they weren't giving men that they met a chance. So they were very suspicious of a man's motives, and they treated him as such. So where he might have been treating her nice, she was more like, yeah, whatever, yeah, y'all start off with something, but then y'all have these ulterior motives once y'all get comfortable. And so I'm going to stay defensive, and I'm going to keep my guard up. And when they say that they're on their soft girl era, they're saying that, I'm talking about the people who I've talked to about this. They were saying that, well, I've realized that I didn't give certain men that deserved the chance a chance before, and I might have kept my guard up way too much or whatever. And even in times where I wasn't being attacked or wasn't even dealing in a relationship or a potential relationship, I was still very, very much, ready to pounce on somebody instead of giving them a chance to be known or to state their case. So now they're like more agreeable, more amenable, more rational. They're open. They're open more to where they were closed before. That's what I've known the soft girl era to be. So I don't know about I never would have looked at the soft girl era being something as being interpreted as being lazy or allowing somebody else to take care of them or whatever. That I don't understand how soft even enters that conversation. I can understand how soft girl era means where she might allow a man to take the lead instead of being convinced before he even gets off the ground that he's not qualified to lead. So maybe she's given a little leeway or a little headway, a chance, giving him a chance to prove himself and not being so quick to shut it down at the first sign of trouble or whatever. That's what I've heard that women being in their soft girl era to be. Now, could there be different interpretations? You were right about one thing. I only talked about what black women said because that's who I talk to and that's who I care about. A white woman saying that she's in her soft girl era is not something I know about. Hold on a second. Caller with the last number is 9866. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. What's on your mind this afternoon?
This is Brother Time. I hear what you're saying. I heard him. This is Gen X women that put taco seasoning in meat sauce. Soft girl era means they don't want to do nothing.
Okay, hold on a second. First, I need you to take me off speaker because there's like a delay in when you talk. So can you take me off speaker so you can come in clearer?
Hold on.
All right, thank you. And hold on a second. Okay, you ready? Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
I have no idea what Kim was talking about
Okay.
because what she was talking about is what Big Mama was doing when her daughter kids had kids. That's when they had kids. Grandma took care of kids. There was no babysitter. Grandma was the babysitter. Grandma took care of the kids. These women today, they want a soft life. Soft means, respectfully, soft means I don't want to do anything. That's what it means.
Now, why? Wait. Now, because I'm confused. Why would soft mean that you don't want to do anything?
Wait a minute. Hey, son, somebody's jamming your chat.
All right, with the high bro?
Yep.
All right, I got him.
And now another one coming behind him.
All right, I got it. All right, let's go.
Good. In the 80s or whatever decade you want to talk about it, when your sister or whoever had a baby, they left it with grandma. It was no babysitter. Kids wasn't looking at the kids. Grandma didn't go for that. Your mother did not go for that. Kids wasn't watching kids. I don't know when that became famous.
Okay, but wait.
We're talking about a soft life. We're not talking about women that were 50, 40.
Wait. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Because I think that there has to be a distinguishment between a soft life and a soft girl. Because
we don't know what soft girls are. We pursue them. They don't pursue us, son.
No. That's cool. But what I'm asking you is why would soft mean easy?
Okay.
And if hold on, if you have transitioned into your soft girl era, I'm trying to figure out how that means that you're not going to do anything, because that I don't think that you can voluntarily transition into that.
Can a young man go get into his soft era?
I don't know. I don't know if that's necessary. But there are a lot of terms that can apply to women that might not apply to men.
And what's that called?
What's what called?
Is that called a double standard? Or?
All right. Let me put it this way. It can be a double standard in some situations, but it doesn't always have to be. Like women can wear dresses and skirts. I don't think it's a double standard that I'm not going to wear one, or that is unacceptable for me to wear one.
But boys are wearing dresses and skirts and painting their nails and wearing purses.
Okay, so it might be a double standard for them because they wanna do what a woman can do. But if you don't want to do what a woman can do, and remember, men are the one who established that women should wear skirts and dresses. That wasn't their choice. That was our choice.
Exactly. So if we're going to call a man soft, gay, when he don't do anything right or he ain't making no money, he's broke. But a rich man can go get a poor girl out the neighborhood and turn her into something.
Okay.
We living in the world today where women get to dictate what we do.
Okay. Now I understand a little bit more of what your interpretation of the word soft is.
Let me just say this.
No. Hold on. I'm going to give you a chance to talk. Don't worry. But like I said, now I have a better understanding of what your interpretation of the word soft is. I have to say that we weren't on the same page, and we're still not on the same page about what that.
I don't want to be on the same page as you, and you don't have to be on the same page.
Yeah, but I need to. I just need to be able to understand what you're saying. You're right. We don't have to be on the same page, but I do need to understand what you're saying so we can have a conversation. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, because when Kim came in and rattled all the stuff that the women do, and she's tired, and she didn't say one thing about Grandpa. How Grandpa had to work 5 jobs.
What does Grandpa?
Grandpa gave Grandma the money. Grandpa didn't get no money. He had that. Huh?
What does Grandpa have to do with that?
No, you rattled off everything a woman
I gave facts. I didn't rattle off. Say Kim gave facts. The facts are, this is the term that started in 2020 or 2019 with young white
No, Kim, I'm not talking about 2019.
Listen to what I'm saying, because you're inaccurate in what you're saying. If you're going to say Kim came in and said, be factual when you say it. What Kim told you was, this started in 2019, 2020, around pandemic time. It started with young white Gen Z women who decided they didn't want to do the hustle culture. They did not want to work. They didn't want to do corporate jobs. They wanted to stay home and live like the grandparents did in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. That's what they wanted to do. Their version of the soft girl era, which started with them, was I want to do what my grandmother did. That's what Kim told me.
That started in 2019?
That's when those women start saying it. In 2019, 2020, around the pandemic time. And it wasn't black women. It wasn't young black women. It was young Gen Z white women.
Okay.
And it also came about the time when those incel men who felt like women need to be back home barefoot and in the kitchen. That's when that conversation started. That was started by some of those evangelical Gen Z women who believed in, no, we don't need to have jobs. We need to stay home and raise our family. That's when that started.
Okay, see, like I said, I didn't know the origin of it or whatever, but the black women that I have known who talked about being in a soft girl era, that is not what they were talking about at all. At all. That is not what I knew, and that's not what I heard, and that's not, so this is all new. This is new information to me.
Well, that's real information for me because I've never heard that.
Listen, it doesn't surprise me that, it came from the internet. That's not surprising. But just like a lot of terms, the interpretation of it can be different. From my point of view, like what I was talking about was women who were, previously, real rough on men and probably acting out of, their frustration and hurt feelings and bad experiences with men. Now switching to like, okay, you know what? I don't have to put my guard up all the time. I don't have to declare myself the leader. I don't have to think that I'm the only one that can get things done. I can let somebody else, give it a try or give them a chance or something like that. I can be a little bit more agreeable. That's what I know it. And so I'm sticking with that.
There's some validity to that. There's some validity to what you're saying. It is passing over the gauntlet, but it's not for everybody. That's the thing about it. It's not easy for women to just turn over the gauntlet and just allow somebody to be that main guy, especially if he's not exhibiting the type of things that require that warrant that. So it's a lot more to it than talking about women are spoiled, because I don't know any women.
Wait a minute. So,
and that's my tight nucleus or outside 3 layers who even think of it in terms. The most women I know of who speak like that are speaking in terms of, I'm exhausted and I am tired and I'm ready to take off these pants and wear a sundress all year long if I can, and walk around in sandals and let my toes be in the grass and just relax.
Oh, I never heard.
Anybody say want to be lazy. And I'm saying that, and I'm going to defend it because the fact that I had a moment where somebody took over the gauntlet and everybody thought I was being spoiled. And it wasn't about me being spoiled. It was just I trusted him enough and he trusted me enough to say, hey, I got us. I want you to go out here and grow this business. So it wasn't me being lazy. It was just somebody saying, I'm going to cover all of this so we can be good, so you can do what you need to do to make us better. That's what that was. But I heard a lot of people say, I don't get a chance to be all soft and spoiled like you. And it wasn't about being soft and spoiled. It was, he was standing up as a man and let me do some things to make us better.
Okay.
I never heard of that.
Listen, evidently, between us three and people in the chat, there are a lot of different, there are different origins that it comes from. There are a lot of different interpretations. But okay, so if we go, let's say we go over each one, then what happens? Why don't we try that? So yeah. So is this my brother Time?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Don't you get over here and not speak either. Start talking about damn things.
All right. So, all right, let's start with let's if it's okay, let's start with Time. Let's go with your interpretation of what the soft girl era is, and then we'll do Kim's and then we'll do mine. Huh?
What I have seen on certain things in real life with people and dudes coming up to me with girls are, hey, I'm not dating you until I see this amount of money. Girls never did that back in the 80s. Girls that were 50, that's 50 now, was never doing that, but they're doing it now. I've never seen girls walking in sundresses and with their shoes open, only in the 80s. I've seen that. My auntie. People's auntie. But what you saying, Kim, that's true. We live in totally two different places. But I've never seen that. When women are saying, I require $50,000, for what? What are you requiring $50,000 for? That's a soft life. I'm not saying all women do that, but I'm not saying all women do that. But men, there's rules to the engagement of dating now. That's why they made songs. Everybody plays it sometimes. You're gonna get your heart broken. Who gets their heart broken more? A man or a woman?
Are you saying you're seeing this on social media, or are you seeing this in real life?
I'm saying I've seen this in real life, and I've seen that on YouTube where a woman asked for $50,000. Aisha Diaz. Look, you can look it up, son. Aisha.
I don't deny it. I mean, it's just like, it's good. It's a good situation if you can get it. But
what I'm saying is, that's a soft life. Most women I know that is really about themselves ain't gonna worry about they into the man. If they're into men, but women are not even into men no more. We are like battling each other now. From when I was growing up, a girl loved to chase. They love to be chased. But now you got women, they set the tone now. And they talking about a soft life. You can't call a man soft. Son, you cannot call a man soft.
I haven't heard any women, call men soft. I mean, not the word. I just.
You heard them call him sassy gay, son. Come on.
Yeah, but the ones that the ones that I've heard them call sassy and gay have been kind of sassy and gay.
Okay. So when I'm saying I have seen women that are soft and don't want to do nothing, that's true. Kim could be right, you could be right. It could be me, different things. But what I'm telling you, women control the dating market now. They got you. You don't have to be shamed about anything no more. A woman can have sex with as many men as she wants now, but you can just marry him whoever he wants now. It doesn't matter. Back in the day, you were staying away from Keisha if Keisha went with 35 dudes. You don't marry Keisha.
I don't know, Tom. I don't know. I don't know, my brother, because I listen. Just like they no, I'm not saying that you're living in a different world, but if we're living in a different place, you may have seen some things that I never saw. I may have seen some things that you never saw. But from my experience, first of all, dudes love hoes. They talk all that Snoop Dogg shit. We don't love them hoes. But remember,
but they're not gonna marry them.
that's but what I'm telling you is that they do marry them. That's what I'm saying. Now that's my experience. Huh? No, I'm talking about. Listen. Me and you grew up in the same era. They loved hoes back then. I don't know of an era where listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen. Hold on. Just give me a second. I don't know of any era where the majority of men didn't want what other men wanted. From my experience, men want the chick that other dudes like, the ones that other dudes have. It could be he can know 10 niggas that smutted this chick out, and that nigga will make himself the 11th. And if it's right, if it's like, now I see why so many was messing with her, he'll go ahead and, like I said, maybe this is the Philly experience. He'll go ahead and wife that chick up and try to erase her smut history by moving her out in the county or the Jersey or Delaware. That's my experience. Everybody didn't do what he did, but he was the lid for that pot. He was the one who fell in love with her.
And Will Smith got a problem now.
Huh?
So I think it goes without saying we can't compare this subject to the average everyday woman and compare it to people like celebrities or influencers. Like that doesn't even make sense. We can't compare what an influencer is saying and use it as fodder for the average everyday woman. And that goes the same for speaking of Jada Pinkett Smith or any celebrity. I don't think that's a fair comparison. One, because all of these people are on social media saying these things because it riles up the crowd. So it's going to build their likes and their views, and it works for them to market or promote anything that is trauma filled, that is going to spark a fire and cause discord. So we can't go by what an influencer says, and especially since you're talking about Aisha Diaz. Of course she can say this and it make it sound good because she's an influencer, and she's always naked and everything, or half-ass naked, sticking her tongue out, doing all the things that are she sexualizes her identity. So that doesn't compare. That wouldn't compare to the average everyday woman. That's not the same. So I don't think we should ever include influencers or celebrities, and especially not no fucking Jada Pinkett Smith. Like, that weird ass family, that weird ass chick. No.
Yeah, I can't deny that. I'd rather keep them out of the conversation. Any serious conversation.
When you see what happened to that young man, and this is a little off the point, but you see what happened to that young man in Texas and in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
That's on us black men. That's on this industry, these rapping, all this stuff that's going on. That's influence. Why do you have a gun? Why do you have a knife? At a track meet. You got football players with guns and knives. Everybody is influenced by this.
Nah.
I was influenced by Mike Jordan. Everybody want to be like Mike.
Yeah, but you got to understand, Texas is all about guns. That's all they care about. Guns and beef. Guns, beef, and white women with blonde bouffant hair. Yo, in Texas, it's all about violence. All they care about is guns in Texas. I'll be more surprised. I'm just being real. I'm not even being facetious. I would be more surprised if nobody had a gun. I was surprised that the boy had a knife instead of a gun in Texas, because they gun crazy in Texas. It's different from other states. In Texas, they shoot. That's all they do.
Yeah. I didn't want to jump off the point, but it's legal for a 17-year-old.
According to most Republicans, there is no legal age to carry a gun. They want their babies with guns.
I'm not saying gun. But it's legal to carry a knife at 17 in Texas.
Well, it's in a lot of states, like in Pennsylvania where I live, you can carry. There is no legal age for a knife. You can carry a knife.
Well, that's what it is.
Knives do more than stab. Knives do a lot more than stab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
But what I'm saying, I don't want to get into that because that's another issue.
Mm-hmm.
But when I hear soft life, like if I'm living a soft life as a man, that means I don't have to work no more. My money's good. Where I want to be when I hit a certain age, I'm going to retire. I'm going to live a soft life.
Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying.
What I see now with the ladies, it's just a little different because women are thinking now what they want. I understand what Tim is saying. Now they're taking control of what is in their life. I have 6. I'm not gonna let my sister go. That's for some bonehead person. Of course not.
Okay.
The things that my sister knows she can't do and can. What she can do is if she's being treated not good, to leave, not to stay in it, and not to stay there because she's living a soft life, and then complain about it.
Okay. No, I totally understand what you're saying. The only thing is, if I was talking about a man having a soft life, for some reason, it doesn't come in my mind that he doesn't have to work. It comes in my mind that he has an easier time. Like maybe he finally has a job where he's not busting his ass, breaking his back. Like maybe instead of being a laborer, now he's a foreman. Maybe he went from blue collar to white collar. That's what I think about when I hear soft. I don't think about not having to do anything. I'm thinking about finally figuring it out or being given better opportunities to not have to, like, everything doesn't have to be so hard. You know what I mean? But I understand what you're saying too. So what I want to do, all right, let's go to Kim's interpretation of what the soft girl era is, and let's see if we can dissect that. Go ahead, Kim.
First, I would never associate soft and a man in the same sentence like that. That's my first thing, because I don't think any woman is attracted to a man who's saying he's soft or living in soft era. That's first and foremost. So here's an example. I've worked since I was 13 years old, and I was fortunate that I haven't had to work too many physical jobs. Like I didn't have to work fast food like a lot of my cousins as a teenager, or go shuck corn or whatever it is they had to do through Partners 2000, because I started off working in Mexico. So I've always had to been privy to working in an office or anything clerical related. And then I was able to work remotely. And I've worked remotely since 2009. And some people think that makes me soft, or I live a soft lifestyle because I work remotely, and I've worked remotely for over a decade. It doesn't change the work. It just changes how I work. And I think I deserve to work like that because I've had to do the 9-to-5 grind in an office for so long and deal with people that I didn't get along with and all the bullshit. And I was privy to work like this for a long time to get to this stage where I can work remotely and work from home freely if I choose to.
Okay.
Also, some people think I live a soft life, which I don't know where the hell they get that shit from, because I've never taken trash out in my life. I don't take it out now, and I never had to take it out then. That's because I was raised around boys. I had a bunch of brothers and cousins, and I had a son. And then it was always males around me who took out trash. And even now, my friend's son takes my trash out, or my neighbor takes it out. And it has nothing to do with me being lazy, because I've never taken out trash. I just don't. That's it. No, nothing else.
Yeah, just because you have it good one way doesn't mean that you have it good all the way. Like, exactly. All right, so you never had to take out the trash. Does that mean that you've never been abused? Does that mean that you've never been in a fight? Does that mean that you've never been bullied? Does it mean that you've never been fired? Does it mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but people don't understanding that. And sadly, it's some older black women who make those kind of comments. Well, I can't be a princess like you. Who said I'm a fucking princess? Because I'm not living in a castle, and I'm definitely not living a princess life right now. So I don't understand where that comes from, but there's an assumption with people who really don't understand what it means. So for me and the people around me, and especially women in my age group, when we say a soft girl era or a soft life, yes, it means yielding a little bit. There's probably 5% of that. Yes, it means yielding a little more to a man who's worthy of being yielded to. Because you just can't come in and be a bully and think I'm going to yield to you. And you just can't come in and be on bullshit and think I'm going to yield to you. It means we're tired of being the leader of the whole thing. Now we want to step back a little bit too. And like I said, wear a sundress all year long instead of just in the summer, just because it's cute on the weekend or after work. I want to wear a sundress all day if I want to. And by that, I don't mean in the physical sundress. I mean just the idea of it. Because it means being relaxed. It means comfort. It means being free. It means being breezy. It means letting my hair down. And it means also that I don't have to be uptight anymore about nothing. Because I'm not going to the corporate office and somebody telling me, black girl, you can't wear your natural hair. You got to wear it like this because you're in the corporate office. The opposite of that is I want to be soft and be able to wear my natural hair and wear my curls loose and free and comfortable without somebody dictating how I move. It also means I don't want these young ass men, and specifically young ass white men, tell me how I can or can't move. Yep, you just lost your mother. You got 7 days off to go mourn your mother. I want the freedom to mourn as long as I need to. And it doesn't mean I want to be lazy and I don't go to work. It just means I need the real time to come to grips with my own self and get my emotional balance together so I can be productive. Because emotionally, I can't be productive if I'm worried about this and this is sitting inside me. It means now I want the freedom to be who I want to be and relax into me. It means I don't want somebody telling me you got to go to school. It means I want to be able to, if I want to go home and make soap, that's what the fuck I want to do. If I want my next actor to be, I want to be an artist, then that's what I want to do. I want the freedom to be who I want to be without somebody telling me who I can't be. That's what it means. It means I'm tired of being the one to always do the shit. Okay. I'm tired of holding my emotions inside because somebody say women cry too much. Women are too weak. I want to be able to cry if I need to cry without somebody saying, oh, she must be on her period. That's what it means. It means balance. It means well-being. It means coming into your own self and accepting who you are and being free to let other people see who you are without somebody putting you in a box or restraining you. It means I want to be in my femininity. If I like pink, I want to wear pink all the time. I want my house to look pink. If I want to paint the shit pink, I want to. It means somebody's not telling me, go in there and fix this dinner. It means, and it's because these people put these titles on this. Like they got this whole thing called a girl dinner. In my South girl era, I'm going to have my girl dinner. Women been having a girl dinner forever. People been having a girl dinner forever. That means a little bit of this and a little bit of that and something that's left over. It ain't no new nothing. It's just bullshit Gen Z ass people putting titles on how people have always lived. Because when parents retire, don't that mean that? When your mother retires and she's finished her life working this job and going in here punching a clock and making somebody else rich, now she gets the benefit from the reward of her labor. Now she can sit back and put her feet up and snack and watch her stories if she wants to. If she wants to get on a cruise ship and cruise around the world, she gets to do that. That's what a lot of people have always done. Somebody just put a title on it and made it into something when it's always something people have always done. Like I said, these young Gen Z white girls said, for them, and let me go back and say this, evangelicals, these Amish girls who went on a little hiatus and came back, the Mormon women, they're the ones who start using them phrases. And it just means what people do, take care of the household. But see, it's not like that anymore. We don't live in a society where the majority, and I'm talking about average people, I'm not talking about influencers, I'm not talking about celebrities, where the average household can withstand just one paycheck. And the woman stays home and takes care of the house, and the man goes to work, and they got the white picket fence, and they got these kids, they got these dogs. That's not real. That's not reality. That's not how we live anymore. And unfortunately, because so many men have been removed from the home for whatever reason, that women have had to be the responsible ones to take care of the household. And now we're tired of just being the responsible ones, and that's how we're known for, is taking care of the household, and somebody bitching because we bitching, because we tired. And somebody can put up, oh, he done been at work all day, and she been at work all day too. They don't want to include that part. And I come home, and all she did was make some hamburger helper and a salad. You gonna eat this? What you gonna say after you've been at work for 16 hours and come home to this? You sit your ass down and eat this hot food. Because I've been at work too. So it means we're tired of that. That's what it means. And we just want to relax a little bit. And for the right man, we're going to relax with you. Because see, we never going to take away the fact that we're very supportive. We're going to have your back in a lot of shit. But now we want you to have our back too.
Okay. Tom, what do you think about Kim's definition or interpretation of soft girl area? What are your thoughts on that?
To me, I'm kind of old school. That sounds like a woman that is an independent woman. That sounds like a woman that has grown up, that makes great decisions, that's supposed to make those decisions. You are not supposed. You have what a man wants. Now, listen, son. What do we want from women? Son, what do we want from women?
Well, I don't think we all. Evidently, we don't all want the same things.
No, I'm asking you. I'm not talking about all men. What do you want from a woman?
I want love. I want understanding. I want comfort. I want security. Okay. I want beauty. I want conversation. I want a connection. That's what I need from a woman.
That's what you need from a woman?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now what Kim was talking about, I didn't hear none of that. To be honest, I didn't hear none of that.
Well, she did. She did say something about being supportive.
No, I know what she's saying. She said if she get the right man, she would do all of that. Like she would be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? She would be peaceful, but we have to come in peaceful because we are facing. There's no, even when you were saying that the guy that was smashed and married the teacher that been with everybody, there's a sense of him that has to forget about all those dudes. You focus on her, and take care of her and love her, and forget all those guys and forget all those things and be there for her and pour into her. I don't think we men think like that. I think we men.
Wait. He has the channel. He might have to channel his inner Kanye West. Kanye was able to put those feelings to the side.
He was able.
He married a hoe.
Men are able to put those things away, but when women get that wrong man, or a couple of them, they would lash out and they would tell you, I want this, I want it now. If I don't get it, this is how it's going to be. That's why I'm telling you, it is controlled by the women.
Hey, I have a question for you. I keep hearing you say this repeated, that women are asking for what they want. What's wrong with asking for what you want?
No, ain't nothing. I love when a woman asks what they want, but don't give yourself to a man and then start asking for what you want. You see what I'm saying? Don't give yourself to him. Bet him like he meant you. Look, I was one of them knuckleheads that was out there. I got my chain took, went right back over to the spot, and was looking for them dudes. You don't supposed to do that, but that's the way I was built. But what I'm saying is, when we men find that thing like Russell Wilson, people call it, that man ain't no simp. He loves Sierra. Don't call that man no simp or no lame. Don't call Will Smith no lame.
Will Smith is a lame. I'm sorry, Will Smith.
See what I'm saying?
He is though. He is. He is. Okay. In relationships, he a lame. He is.
Okay.
That went off and backed up.
That's what he's lame because of what? Because of what?
Because he allowed his woman. Hold on. Because he allowed his woman to shit on him right publicly. You know what I mean? And he still, you know, he treated her like Whitney treated Bobby. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? There's not enough evidence to support him looking out for her like that. There's just not. This motherfucker wait. He almost sacrificed himself an Oscar showing out with that quasi smack of Chris
Rock.
Yeah, Chris Rock. You know what I mean? Like, for what? Like, yo, I'm just sorry. Like I could see if he had a woman that always held him down, that always kept him up here. I could see if he had a Whitney. He ain't had no Whitney. That chick shitted on him every chance she got. Now, insiders, they look at it different. Like, you don't know what they've been through. I don't give a fuck. You don't shit. What he displayed was, in public, I'm a defend the shit out of you, and I'm gonna hold you down. And she's proven in public, I'm gonna fuck you over. I'm gonna go on national TV and talk about fucking the young boy who. Come on, man. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fuck her.
I wanted to know if you were still, son,
fuck her.
Still alive.
You know what I mean?
Just wanted to know if you were.
Hey. I will defend a good woman to the end with my life if necessary. But a chick like that? I'm not defending no. What was the first woman Mike Tyson was married to?
Robin Givens.
I'm not defending or supporting no Robin Givenses, not no Jada Pinkett. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You better bring me in a Jasmine Crockett or motherfucking if you were Angela Bassett or some shit like that. I'll take a knee along. Nobody do no shit like that and expect to get defended by me. But let's move on.
That's a perfect example. That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
That's a two right there.
Mhm.
You will never, I don't think you will ever see Angela Bassett disrespect Courtney Vance the way Jada Pinkett disrespect Will Smith.
That's a wrong one.
Never. I don't think you'll ever see it. I've never seen it, and I don't think you ever will. But the difference is you can see the love between the two of them because they business ain't all in the street.
But Kim, can I tell you this? Can I tell you this, Kim?
Yeah.
He got a lot of you in her.
Who you talking about?
Angela Bassett.
Oh, Angela.
She got a lot. She's not just messing. It lets me know more about Courtney for him to be with her than the other way around. She's tough. And when you could get a woman like that, you got somebody forever. It's like Denzel. It's like LeBron James. You could talk about LeBron all you want, but he got a rock right next to him. He got a rock next to him. The woman is who holds you up. That is the backbone.
But that's
That
why
is the backbone.
weird to these celebrities because some of them are weirdos, and that's the next thing.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I hate to even bring celebrities into the conversation, but if we going to talk about them, then I'm going to give the examples that I see. You know, like I don't give a fuck what me and my woman are going through. I don't give a fuck about what me and my friends are going through, me and my family are going through, me and my job. There's certain things that I'm not going to do. I'm not going to put my personal grievances out there for the rest of the world to judge and shit. You know what I mean? And judge only from my perspective and shit. Like, that's cool. And that's the problem with social media. And that's the problem with media as a whole. You know, there's too many people trying to live vicariously through other people's lives who they don't know and don't understand and whatever. And everything is for show. Well, I understand the industry well enough to understand what the show is all about. So I'm not going to do this whataboutism thing and all of that shit. But I'm going to tell you the same way that I would never disrespect anybody that I know out here in the world in front of a bunch of people, a bunch of messy motherfuckers who just want to see some more messiness. I'm not doing that. And anybody who does that, I'm not respecting them. I'm not respecting them. This bitch had the whole world running around calling cheating an entanglement. Fuck you. Them branded a new word. What the fuck is that? I never heard that word before. An entanglement.
And in all honesty, in my personal opinion, I believe it is some what is the word? Not incest. Oh God, what am I thinking of? Y'all gotta forgive my period brain. Molestation going on. That's what I'm looking for. I think with some grooming and some molestation going on because that boy has been around since he was a child. And I believe she was on him since he was a child. Probably when he became a teenager, she started having eyes for him. And I think it's weird as fuck. And I'm going to stand on that. Who the hell has this child? That would make me uncomfortable. It's somebody who's been, my son has been around this family and been in their household since he was a kid. And all of a sudden, you fucking my son, bitch, I'm going to set you on fire. Because that means you've been looking at my baby and grooming him. That's how I feel about it.
Well, one thing is for sure. One thing is for sure. I don't think Jada Pinkett Smith is in her soft girl era.
She's a whore and she's trash. I'm just not going to change that.
So it's just like
she don't match with nobody I know. She's a degree of trash.
It doesn't.
And I don't know any women who would publicly go out and try to emasculate and humiliate their man the way she did and go home and lay in the bed with him. We live in separate bedrooms. We live in separate bedrooms. We sleep separately. Who needs to know that? Nobody. And that's why I say what I say. The real relationships, they're not out here in the streets. Let me tell you something. My ex, who I had to let know recently, we got to stop being friends because you are not acting friendly. He let me know that one of his biggest issues with the woman he's with now is because she wants to be all on social media with their relationship. And she's talking about my husband, but they not married. But my husband is, and every little thing she wants the world to know. She's all on social media with it. And he has an issue with that because he's always been a private person for as long as I've known him. And he has an issue with it. I'm like, hey, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. But that's one of the problems. We can't look at these relationships in real time based on what's going on social media. Because everybody don't like it.
Yeah, I understand
that. You don't need to know my business unless I want you to know. Everybody don't need to know what's going on.
Social media or not, there's never a reason. There's never a reason to air your dirty laundry out here in the streets. People don't care about you. People don't care about you. They just don't. You know what I mean? But that's where you get. If that's
loud.
Like I said, but that if that's where you get your validation from, you know, I mean, well, we have problems. We have social problems out here. We have communication problems out here and all of that. And social media is a big reason for that. But it's not the only reason, because the stage had already been set in people's minds, you know, for this thing to come along to be, you know. So we just those social media sites are just providing a platform. So the same way is we're using a bunch of terms that we don't really understand.
I don't understand.
Yeah. So, you know, and this
what's crazy is whenever Jada comes out saying something, nobody's like, "Woo, girl, what you saying?" Everybody's like, "Girl, shut up." Most black women are like, "Please shut up." Don't nobody care. We didn't need to know.
There are women who there are plenty of people who defend Jada Pinkett Smith, and I've heard them. I'm
saying there are still just as many who wish they would shut up and go back in the background. Because don't nobody care about what they talking about. A lot of people think they just weirdos who need attention.
And they are weird. They are weirdos, and I do think that the majority of people probably agree that they're weirdos or whatever. But because of their celebrity, they'll get a pass for that. And because of their celebrity and their experiences measured with other people's personal experiences, it's like, well, yeah, so what? They do it to us all the time. So all right, she got them. She took one for the team. So she got him back for all of us who have been taking it for years. So, oh well, you know what I mean? And I get that too. I get that too. It doesn't make them right in my mind and in my world. But I understand how people are going to defend her and defend that. I mean, as the world turns, that's the way it's going to be. But but yeah, I mean, think about it. If you know, people's interpretation of what's right and what's wrong is often very, very personal. It's from a personal perspective. So if I've been bullied all my life, regardless of who bullied me or why they bullied me or whatever, if I've been bullied all my life, even when I see a situation where the bully finally gets theirs, even if he didn't have it coming, even if he changed his life around, even if he apologized, even if blah, 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 I'm probably going to be like, well, oh, well. You know what I mean? He finally got his.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that type of thinking lives in the hearts and minds of a lot of people. Like, I understand it, but I have to be an adult and use my sense, the sense that I have, to be able to separate right and wrong from my feelings of right and wrong. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, now getting back to this whole soft girl era thing, I think that I knew that this was a conversation that we needed to have, because, you know, we have at least 3 different interpretations right here on this phone, and we have more. We have more out there in the world. And there's
I think you got some too.
Yeah. Now, that's what I mean. Way more out there. So regardless of his origin, I'll say this: just because um this is a place where something originated doesn't necessarily mean that it exists in the same way. Hold on a second, y'all. Caller with the last number 6380. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. What's on your mind this afternoon?
I love that. Urban therapy. That's really fun.
Okay, what do you got to say? What's up?
Well, what's up? What's up? I actually just called in because I'm like, what's happening? I want to give you my opinion, but I'm not sure what it is yet. And I want it to be off the rip.
I know. I'm going to need you to call back when you have a real opinion, because we in a flow of a conversation,
you at least
and you're not going to break it. So listen for a little while. Call back when you can jump in effectively, and I'll get you right on in
orange weirdo. Right. What that man called him, comedian called him Cheeto Jesus.
Cheeto Jesus.
That's hilarious. When I heard it over here like 4:00 in the morning, I rolled over. The comedian was saying something. He said, "Yeah, that nigga in the White House, Cheeto Jesus." I woke right up out my seat, cracking up laughing. I said, "I can't tell my dad about this." And when I told him, I was cracking up laughing. But we allowed this idiot to go in and change what the word was meant. He turned it into something else.
Well,
jumped on board. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, a word or a phrase or a term can start off meaning one thing, and then as it grows, it can start off meaning a whole different thing. Like, think about the what hip hop meant to the pioneers. It meant one thing. If you listen to KRS-One, hip hop is rapping, DJing, beatboxing, what do you say, graffiti, and all of that shit. I'm like,
breakdancing, graffiti.
Yeah, breakdancing, graffiti. Yeah. And I'm like, hip hop ain't no fucking graffiti. How is graffiti hip hop? Graffiti was being written way before hip hop ever came along. But we have to remember that he was a graffiti writer. So why wouldn't he insert what his actions were, into hip hop? But if you ask somebody what hip hop is today, even people, we still have pioneers that are still left over. If you ask them what hip hop is today, they're not going to say the same thing as what they said back in the early 70s. They're going to acknowledge where it has grown and how it has grown and what it means to a lot of people today overall. So, like the soft girl era may have come from its origin with Gen Zers saying this, that, and the third. I'm not sure if it means the same thing to everybody in its usage. Because like I said, I did not ever hear the women that I have heard, speak about being in their soft girl era. They didn't say I was in a soft girl era. They said I'm in my soft girl era. So when I hear them say that they're in their own soft girl era, then now I have to listen to what that means. But once again, hold on. Once again, I'm asking, okay, so what was the opposite of soft girl era? I might be benefiting from you being in your soft girl era because maybe you're more agreeable, maybe you're nice. I don't know about you, Tom, but I've dated some girls that weren't nice. They just weren't nice. They didn't know how to fucking be, like, I don't know if you ever some chicks like that feeling of toxicity, even if whether they playing around or whether they serious. But it's like,
that's the chase.
Oh,
that's the chase.
What's up? What you calling me for? What you want? You want something? You need something? Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? Come on, man, stop playing like. I'm a grown ass man. Don't talk to me like that. I ain't. I'm not into that shit you talking about. We're not doing that. But because that's what they actually used to. So whether you playing around or whether you serious, there's a disconnect there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if somebody like the woman that I'm describing right now says that she's in a soft girl era, she probably has finally woken up and realized, like, damn, another woman probably showed her like, yo, you don't know how to treat a fucking man. The ways that you are displaying will take a man away from you. It will distract a man from you. It's the opposite of attracting a man. Don't no man want to have to do the dishes before he cook. You know what I'm saying?
I know somebody like that right now. She's got a guy who's interested in her. She's older. I don't understand. She's way older than me. She has a guy who's interested in her, and all I ever hear her talk about is just being mean to him. In my opinion, she's just mean to him. He's stupid. He's dumb, and he this, and he don't have nothing, and he wants somebody to take care of him, and this, and I'm like, do you like him? She's like, he's cool, and I'm like, because if you don't like him, release him to go be with somebody who really likes him. And she and I get into it about it because her thing is, well, he pursued me. It doesn't matter if he pursued you or not. If you're not interested, let him go be with somebody who's interested in him. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, and I'm sure that when he if he's resistant to the way that she is, now she might say something like, well, you know, a real man knows, a real man is tougher than that. You know what I mean? He understands it. The fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's that nut shit. Like, ain't nobody, like I said, ain't nobody trying to have to do the dishes before they cook. It's you know, we can't get to an understanding or we can't get to an agreeable situation, just an amicable situation before you acting stupid. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. Caller with the number 6380. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun show. What's on your mind this afternoon?
So now I know what the topic is. When it comes to soft girl era, I would say they don't. Now I'm gonna say this with all due respect, all right? Because I know everybody doesn't. You know, they don't pick their own position. But what I'll say is this: they don't have no fathers.
They don't have no
fathers. They
fathers?
don't have nobody to, or they don't have nobody to pick it up, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. You would have to explain that. But hold on a second. Hold on a quick second, all right?
Yeah.
Of a dream, and I want to be supportive. So I'm going to make sure we're good on this side so she doesn't have this stress on top of the stress of trying to run a business. I started this because he knew I had his back, just like he had my back. Like, we're not going to go without. We're going to do this together. We're going to be broke. We're going to be broke together. We're going to have money. We're going to have money together. But I was like, we're okay, and he made sure I was okay.
Fuck. All right. All right. I knew that wasn't going to work. All right. Let's do this.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, my brother. We got cut off. Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. Hold on, we got cut off. Hold on a second, y'all.
I thought it was me. Sorry.
Nah, it wasn't you. All right, let me see about this one.
Hola.
All right, hold on a second.
No, he got us on hold.
All right, yo, I got. All right, so we have another caller on the line. I want us to listen to what she has to say. Go ahead and repeat what you were saying.
No. Tell me the question again.
Man, come on, man. What did I tell you before? Come on, come cut this bullshit. Stop playing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you want the real, I'm gonna give you the real.
Oh, we want the real.
Listen, you got about 5 seconds to give the real.
We want the real.
Go ahead.
Let me see. Tell me the question again.
Call back when you're ready. Call back when you're ready. Oh, I ain't got time for this today. We ain't got a lot of time left. Call back when you're ready, Ma. All right, I'll check you out later.
That's the other thing. You want to talk about that? Well, we can talk about time. You want to talk about time?
No.
You can talk about time.
No, we're not. We're not talking about. We ain't talking about. We talking about what we was talking about. As a matter of fact, we're gonna get back to it now. Call back when you're ready. The fuck? This is bullshit. See, now I'm looking. Now I'm looking like I'm mean and shit. This ain't fucking playtime. God damn it. Now I'm not taking no more motherfucking calls. That's it. That's it. Line shut down now. Shit. The fuck, man? Stop playing with me. Why? Shit. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here. When I clicked over on the other line, you know, she was like, okay, I'm ready now. Now I get what y'all talking about. She started talking about.
Soft girl era means that you have no father. I'm sorry, I'm confused. How does that? I don't even understand the correlation.
I was going to let her get her shit off, but then after we got cut off, she put the brakes on. But I ain't fucking with all that. I don't hear about. Anyway, where was we at before? Because I insist on getting back. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was having a good time here. You know what I'm saying? All right. So
I'll add to it. I'll just say, I think to me, yes, it is a personal kind of position. Like I'm not in my South Girl era at all right now, and I would love to be. I would love to be in that space where I'm so relaxed, where I'm not stressed, where I'm getting real sleep, not bits and pieces of sleep, where I can have the moment to live in perimenopause without all the extra shit that goes with it outside of it, and get through that part without added stuff to it. I would love to be able to be in the soft space where I am relaxed, I'm comfortable, I am being sexted perfectly, I don't have to raise my voice to nobody, I'm not sitting up here worrying about these bills, and I have to get up and hit this computer and can't breathe, and I'm passed out in front of the computer or falling asleep.
That is where I'm ready to be, like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not there yet, and I don't know too many women who are in that space yet. Now, this part about having to do with a father, I don't understand that because me and my dad are well, and he tries his best to put all his daughters in a soft space. By that, I mean, my dad, if I can't open a jar of peanut butter and he's present, he is going like, let me get this open for you. I'm your father. I got this. Even right now, he's always like, what do you need me to come and do? He knows I'm drowning right now with things to do with this house. And his thing is, let me take some of that burden off of you, daughter. I will pay for you to get your lawn cut all summer long. Don't you worry about it. And to go along with it, the guy who cuts my lawn makes it easy for me. It is a breeze. I don't have to pick up the phone and call him and say, hey, come and do. He just comes. And when he comes, he's like, hey, this needs to be done. I already took care of it.
Okay.
So to me, that part about a father is insanity. Now, I do have people around here who try to make my life easier, and I appreciate all those who do. But I'm still not in my soft girl era because I'm still stressed beyond belief. I still worry about things. I For whatever reason, I'm shorter than I used to be. So I can't even change the light bulb in my dining room anymore. So now my neighbor's like, if you need me to do such and such, call me, I got you. But it still doesn't put me in my soft girl era, because I wouldn't have to call nobody. And this house would be the way I want it. And I wouldn't be stressed over bills. And I wouldn't have to get up and hit a fucking clock still that I don't want to do. And I'd be able to have the sundress on and relax and eat the shit I like and not worry about, I just smelled it and gained 15 pounds. So I'm just saying.
Okay. All right.
It's different with different people. And maybe for her it means you don't have a father. That's insanity to me. That's some wild work right there. I don't understand it.
Well, if she was okay, I could see if she was saying not growing up with a father probably made you more self-sufficient, more less communicative with men, less dependent or suspicious of being dependent or resistant to being dependent on a man, not trusting him. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people experience social problems dealing with the absence of a father or a toxic or unconventional familial situation growing up. You know, so I could understand if she took it there, like maybe growing up without a father and then not having her mom's witnessing her mom's negative interactions with men could have shaped her or some women into thinking like, well, this man and woman shit really isn't what it's supposed to be cracked up to be. It's definitely not what I see on TV or the movies. So I would have understood it from that standpoint, because it's a starting point. It shouldn't be the end. But if you don't know how to communicate that and you calling on the line bullshitting, then we would have never got to the rest of the story. So, you know, maybe she was trying to go there, but somehow the train got docked at the station, and I don't know. But she's playing too much. You know what I mean? That's all. You're playing too much. It's all good. So yeah, the soft girl era thing, like I said, from the women that I've talked to, you know, they were talking about more, you know, just trying to be nice. You know, like not snapping, not snapping at the first sign of disagreement or you know how, and I blame social media for this one too, but you know, you hear a lot of people talk about how the first sign of trouble, you know, any red flags and whatever, I get out of there with the quickness. And I'm like, well, you know, there are always going to be red flags when you're trying to get to know somebody. You know, nobody is packaged up and being delivered to you, you know, exactly the way you ordered it. You're not like dialing up a person like, okay, I need skin tone this color, eyes this color, personality this way, this amount of children or not. You know what I mean? People don't come that way. So and hold on, somebody I'm hearing feedback on somebody's line. So y'all either have to take me off speaker or turn down your device or something. One of y'all is giving back feedback. Okay, we're better now. Okay, good. So yeah, and when you're getting to know somebody, there are always going to be differences in the things that you expect or that you want. It doesn't mean that y'all can't come together later on and shore up those things and come to an understanding or an agreement. But now that's being discouraged. Getting to know somebody is being discouraged, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, from what I see, with the help of social media and other people who have been scarred and broken and torn and hurt and damaged and are still experiencing pain, they are the ones telling everybody what to do. And in that irresponsible, well, they're acting irresponsibly, and I'm not sure if they're doing that on purpose. But I can't tell a person how to be in pain and how to express their pain. I can't do it. Now, I can say for myself, just because I'm hurting doesn't mean that I should put my pain or my painful experiences on other people. But we got to deal with what we got to deal with. And so, like, when you're getting to know a person, like maybe beyond the physical characteristics that they have, they may have had some things happen to them that shapes the way that they express themselves. So let's say this. Yeah, because this is a toughie. Let's say if I have more liberal or universal feelings towards mankind, and I'm dealing with a woman who has more conservative views towards mankind. Now, you might say that there's no way that y'all going to be able to get along. I wouldn't say that off the rip. It might be offensive to me. The way that she thinks might be offensive to me. Like, damn. Oh, so you think only these people should have things or be able to do things and blah, blah, blah. When the better way probably would be like, well, let's talk about it. But let me see how much you know about what you're talking about. And let's see how much I know about what I'm talking about. We may agree more than I know. The things that we think and the ways that we feel may be coming straight from our media sources or from people who are influenced by our media sources. And they are telling us that that's the truth. And maybe neither one of us or only one of us researches to find out what the truth really is. So if I disqualify her like off the gate, like out the gate, like, oh, you a MAGA supporter, I'm out of here, which I very well might do. But if I don't at least listen to her, I mean, she should have the ass and titties to make me listen. Like, okay, I don't like this shit, but all right, physically, it's worth a shot. All right, but so in listening, I might, if she's open, maybe if she's in her soft girl era, maybe I can show her some things or adjust the way that she's thinking, especially if I can prove it. But in doing that, I'm getting to know her and where she gets her information from and why she may say the things that she says or feel the way that she feels or does the things that she does. And it would probably make me a better person to take that route than to just write her off altogether, which I'm not saying that I wouldn't do, because my thing is, look, you old enough now to know the difference between, you should know which side to be on these days. And that's regardless of party or whatever. When I say on the side, I'm talking about the side of your ideals, the side of your benefits, the side of your ideology. You know what I'm saying? Your culture. But yeah, we have to learn to get to know each other. So if a woman tells me that she's in her soft girl era, now I have to ask, okay, exactly what is the soft girl era to her? And what made the transition? Like, what got you to the soft girl era to the point where you are actually verbalizing that? Are we in agreement with you being a soft girl? Like, what's the opposite of your softness? Where did you come from in order to get to where you are now? Are you comfortable with where you are now? Or did you exhaust all other resources and you landed here. Like, okay, I tried everything else. Now I'm gonna try this, which could very well be the case. But I would think that people would do the things that work for them or be attracted to the things that work for them better than they would be attracted to the things that are going to make them have to really, really work harder and may not give them the results that they're looking for. So, but yeah, y'all gave me a lot of insight today. Cause like I said, with time, I would have never looked at the soft girl era as being like meaning that she was lazy or unmotivated or didn't want to do anything. And with Kim, I didn't look at it like it just meant that, you were taking it easy or, not having to work so hard or what did you say? Not having to take the lead, not feeling like you always have to take the lead. That's the part I'm talking about, So, so I don't think that, if we go by where it started or whatever, you could say that one of us are only right, or you could say that all of us are a little off kilter. You know what I'm saying? But I think that because of who we have experienced this phenomenon of the term with, and how it has been interpreted to us, we may all be able to take a little bit and make our own monster with it. So yeah, I think it's good. It's interesting. Because my definition of soft girl era has effectively changed. Like I didn't know. But I ain't gonna let her talk to me any kind of way. I'm a man.
You know what's crazy? When I hear other women who have a problem with it, like the one I was telling you about, my associate who's older than I am. She's older than us. And when I say to her things like, I want to be 16 this next time around. Like, I don't want to spin the block anymore. I was just telling my cousin that too. I don't want to spin the block anymore. I want to be 16 in a relationship. The next one, I want to be 16 in it. By that I mean, first of all, I want to get to know you. You get to know me. Unfortunately, all these past relationships with people I've always known, so we didn't have to really spend the time getting to know each other because we were friends since we were younger. So we already knew each other. And our families knew each other. So that just kind of, it just took a little bit of the fun out of it, in a sense, to me. Especially now that I recognize it even more. So I want to be 16. I want us to be where we on the phone just talking until we fall asleep, like we're 16. Where we're getting to know each other like we're 16. And make me giggle, make me laugh, that kind of stuff. Say the little cornball stuff that I'm going to laugh at, and I'm going to tell you it's corny, but I'm going to find it funny because I like you. That I want to do that. And when I say that, she's like, girl, nobody got time for that. We too grown. You're too grown, not me. That's how I feel. But I hate to hear women say that. And I said to her, I'm ready to be. I said before, I'm ready to do my soft life. And she's like, girl, we're not privileged to have a soft life. And I'm like, you're not, but I am. And these niggas out here ain't gonna do this. And I'm like, girl, did you forget who I was just with? And he did all the things. What are you talking about? So maybe she didn't have to. And this is the one who's been married 3 times. Love to brag that you've been married 3 times. You've been married 3 times. And you didn't have nobody treat you in a way that made you comfortable in your femininity. That's a you problem, it sounds like. Just saying. Because I wouldn't be married if I can't be feminine. In mine.
Yeah. Yeah. That word submission comes into a lot of conversations. And according to the internet, nobody really knows what that shit means. But I bet you'll know it when you experience it. And I don't think that you can experience it if you're unhappy. Because submission doesn't mean dominance. And a lot of people get that they really get that twisted. They think that means dominance. And I'm like, well, do you realize that somebody has to do something in order to dominate? It's not like you don't just get granted dominance. Like, oh yeah, by the way, you get to call the shots. I don't, just for being who you are. It doesn't have anything to do with your credentials. It doesn't have to do with anything dealing with your history. It doesn't even have to do with anything dealing with your integrity, your maturity, your responsibility, nothing. You just get to, here you are, carte blanche. Okay. It doesn't work that way. The way it would work is, because I know a lot of men get offended by women saying that I'll submit to a man who deserves it, because they don't want to have to deserve it. They figure that a woman should submit to a man automatically. And I don't disagree with that, but I disagree with what they mean by automatically. If I really like a woman, then I automatically are probably going to, do things to show that I like her. Like I'm probably going to be a little bit more open to things that are different, or her quirky side, or things with about her that I don't understand, because I'm attracted to her and I want to get to know more. I want to see if I can make something out of this. Of course, if I don't like her, there probably isn't that much I'm going to try to do in order to keep this union up to speed or make it grow. So when we talk about what's automatic, I don't think that we should look at automatic being in terms of not questioning anything. I think we should look at automatic being interpreted in terms of, yeah, if I like you, of course, I'm going to do certain things. When you go to make an expensive purchase, if you know your money is a little funny, like let's say you're going to go buy a car and your credit ain't really right. And it ain't like you can pay for the car outright. You might not have, I don't know, $50,000 cash on you to be able to, go in a dealership and call shots. So you've already submitted to their guidelines of whether you're going to drive out of this showroom or not. You understand what I'm saying? You've already submitted, because you're not in a powerful position. You have money, but you don't know if you have enough money. So you've already submitted. Whereas if you had the $50,000 plus whatever the taxes and titles and fees are or whatever, more than likely you're going to be like, yo, I got 50,000 cash, but I need this car for 45,000. So the taxes and title and all of that equal up to the 50. But I got it like this right now. Now you're going in there and you're going to make them submit to you, because you have what they want. You know what I mean? They can take that $50,000 cash and they ain't gotta act. You can, there's, tax wise, there's some things you can do with cash that you can't do with credit, because the paper trail ain't the same. You understand what I mean? So,
Yeah.
So you submit to a whole lot of things that you may not view as being submissive. Why should that be so much different than being in a relationship, a marriage, a union, a partnership? Why should it be that much different when it comes to those things? If we're attracted to each other and we can get on the same page, if we can be in agreement, hey, I'm all in. I think it was Shahzad Ali or somebody. Shahzad, I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, and I know I am. But she said submission is agreement. And that was the best, that to this day, that's the best definition of submission I've ever heard. If a man and a woman are in agreement, then that's submission. I thought
And
it
it
was.
happens naturally. Don't forget that part. It happens. It doesn't even require a discussion. It just happens naturally.
It can happen naturally, but I think I think that it can happen. It can happen. Let me just put it this way. I don't think that it happens by force, or I don't think that it should happen by force, or that it has to happen by force. And I think that too many people hold the idea that it happens by force instead of by agreement. I can't force Kim. I can't force you to agree with me. I can't do that. I may be able to force you to do something that you don't want to do as if you agree. Like I can use manipulation tactics. And if they work on you, then yeah, I force you into doing what I wanted. I forced you into submission. Like, let's say I know a secret about you that you are concerned about not getting out. So, I'm like, all right, I hope that your people don't want to hear about blah, 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 blah. And so you do what I tell you to do or what I want you to do. Yeah, you submit it, but that's not agreement. I can't force you to be like, yo, vanilla is better than all of the other ice creams. Now, ain't it, Kim? Ain't it? Even if you said no, even if you said yes, you meant no, and we're not in agreement. I can't force that. But that's not a bad idea. To force somebody to like vanilla ice cream more than anything.
We got somebody forcing people wearing shoes too big for their feet and clothes they wouldn't normally wear. So
wait. Repeat that again.
I said we got somebody now forcing people to wear shoes too big for their feet and clothes they don't normally wear. And look how that's working out.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't think that that's agreement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not agreement. Look how it's a terrible situation.
Yeah.
And what fun is it to force somebody? Really, that's the signs of a psychopath. If you have to force someone, because I don't know about anybody else, but I want you to naturally like me. I want everything that you do when it comes to me to be natural because you want to, not because I demand it. Like, I know people who are married because they gave the man an ultimatum or forced him into marrying them, and they have the worst marriages I've ever experienced or seen in my life. I think it's terrible the way these marriages are going, and it's ridiculous. And I said that's because they forced it, in my opinion. Non-married me is saying her opinion to married people, but I think it's accurate. Because they forced the marriage, they have an unhappy marriage. But the one I saw that wasn't a forced marriage, they've been married for 30 years now, and their marriage is phenomenal. And the man act like it's still the first time he met her.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he treats. That's the way I would want it to be. You can't have that if you're forcing the hand at somebody. Who the fuck wants to sit and eat something they don't like because somebody forced them to? The hell am I, Elizabeth Smart? No, that's terrible. Forcing somebody to do something never works.
Well, see,
so it has to have some kind of action to it.
I know for me personally, I have a sadistic side. So yeah, I fantasize all the time about forcing people to do things. Like, I think it would be cool at certain times. Like, yo, you gonna do this shit. Fuck out of here.
Heard you say that.
Yeah, forcing people is so cool. One fine day. But anyway.
You can't even force Crystal to do what you tell her to do. So you might as well give up on that one.
I can't force who?
Crystal to do what you want her to do.
Oh yeah, I force her all the time.
Are you kidding me? We've seen that cat coming in like, that's enough. And then Klaus still come up there like, nigga, shut up, I got this.
First of all, I force her to do things. She forces me to do things. I'm going to go as far as to say, I don't think there's anybody in my life that I haven't forced to do something at one time or another. Now, they may be able to say that about me too, but they lying. I live to force people to do things. I might not be able to force them to agree, but I did it on this show before. I remember a few shows, I forced everybody to agree with something that I was saying. And they did it. Now, of course, they'll deny it. And in comments, they said no and all of that. I mean, who you gonna believe, me or them? Well, I'm forcing you to believe me. It was me. It was me. I forced you to laugh just now. You didn't want to laugh. You had no, inkling or, you know what I mean? You weren't thinking about laughing. I made you do it. That's me.
So for the birthday shout-out, happy birthday today, getters. For today, Urbanites. Happy birthday.
First of all,
day. Everybody go out and make the day great because somebody on this phone is delusional.
First of all, I forced. Speaking of these birthdays, I forced them to be born today. That was me. That was me. A lot of people on this birthday list, it's not even their real birthday. It's going to be their birthday today. It's going to be their birthday today. You can best believe that shit. Now, we're about to do this poll question, and I'm going to force y'all to listen to it, number one, and I force y'all to vote. I forced 53 of y'all to vote one way or another. And the highest percentage, I forced y'all to vote for the first answer. All right, so the question is, how likely are you to change something about yourself when things don't work out for you? And an overwhelming majority, 62%, said, I always try to improve myself. Now, how much do you believe that? Because I don't. I know it sounds like a really politically correct thing to say, but I know for a fact that I'm going to go with most. Most people really don't try to change themselves or improve themselves. You know what I mean? But let's go. Let's.
Now, how do you define that? How do you define changing yourself or improving yourself? Because I think most people do. Most average people are always doing something to change themselves or improve themselves.
Okay. Now, yeah, you're right. We might have to define what improve means. Like, all right, so women, a lot of women that I know, and men too, who have struggled to lose weight or haven't really tried to. Did they diet correctly and work out? Some did. A lot didn't. A lot went and got under the knife or took some pills. Now you can say that's still improving themselves because they're improving their health with it. Now, what they were really doing, a lot of them, was just improving the way that they look. They took the shortcut. In my world, that's not improving yourself. It's changing yourself. Yeah. So, but we have thousands, maybe millions of people who are doing that and going that route now. You know what I mean? So to me, that's not improvement. But to them, it might be. It might be. When I say I always try to improve myself. When I talk about improving myself, that means like I'll take a look at what's working in my life and what's not working, and I decide like, you know what, I gotta take more control over this. I keep doing this and it's not working, so I'm going to try this, and I'm going to stick with something different until I start to see some results in that area, and I'm going to still keep searching because I'm really, really trying to improve myself. A lot of people I know, they really will say to you verbally, I'm good enough the way I am. And a lot of times, the people that I've heard say that are the most fucked up people.
Yeah, because I don't know, you should always improve yourself. I think until the day you leave here, because we all can benefit from it. I don't know.
You know how some people will get fired from a job and they'll blame the company. Oh, they just don't want no black people to do this. Sometimes it's true, but it's not true when they say it. You know what I mean? So, they'll blame everybody for them losing their job, but they won't blame their attendance record. They won't blame they subordinate their subordinate record. They won't blame those things. It'll be like, well, such and such do that too, or this person. That's not improvement to me. That's looking for a scapegoat. That's looking for a false equality. Okay, well, anyway, the second choice was I look at the whole situation first. 19% said that they look at the whole situation first. Okay. Before they change. Okay. Only 6% said other people are the reason I fail. Only 6%. Interesting. All right. And 13% said I don't always change, but I always blame myself. Okay. Now that sounds realistic to me. You know, like some people know that they are a little fucked up, but they might admit, like, I'm not really ready to change. I'm not ready to do such and such. Not yet. In the future, yes, but not now. You know what I'm saying? Like
I can respect that.
Me too.
That.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You may not have come to the point yet where you're ready to, take that step. You may be stuck in an area that other people don't appreciate, but you got to do something for yourself first before you can do maybe change of yourself wouldn't be for you in your mind right now. It might be for somebody else and you're not ready to do that. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
So you see how I force you to agree with me, Kim? I'm an ogre. Oh, man, so sadistic. Oh, my gosh. Listen, I want you to have a nice day. Now, don't have a nice day and see what happens. You're going to have a nice day. That's what you want to do. Fuck out of here. Yeah. Shit. Because I said so.
All right. Well, you know what? I will submit to that. I will submit to having a nice day.
Mm-hmm. I knew you would. Peace. And I mean peace. Can I tell these people how you are a stubborn ass? We have some things to talk about. It don't have nothing to do with being stubborn. You know what I mean? You of all people should understand my commitment to.
It's the last thing I sent you, and you still haven't said nothing about it. Are you kidding me?
Well, when you send emails, send emails, sometimes with on the same thread, you don't always see. Especially when you check them on a device. So when the last time when you said look, when you said look at this one, it was the same picture as before. So now I'm going to take a look. Let me see.
Okay, fair enough. I take it back.
Yeah, see, I forced you to take it back.
For now.
I forced you to agree.
All right, have a good day. Have a good day, sir. Have a good day, everybody. Be safe. Do all the things that it takes. If you are in the line of these storms coming tomorrow and tornadoes, please be safe. I want to hear everybody who's here is here this time next week. Because I can't take no more, y'all. I can't.
I hear that.
All right. Great day. Peace, everybody.
All right. Have a good one. All right. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 13th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box, Kiki Jones and Shanika Papoose win. And also Nzinga Abebe and Courtney Diane, Kimya Parker, actually a go-getter, Tatina Yitna, Jardina LaRue, Jean-Pierre, Ruth Esther, Darcel Wynn Leonard, Cheryl Sharp, Shakima Thomas, Crystal Brignac, Michelle Daniels, my girl, go-getter Michelle Daniels, and last but not least, my girl, they call her Miss R. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all, and I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious June 13th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, yeah. All that matters is that I made you do it by force and you was doing it willingly. Of course, because you know I'm the O and I'm the God, so I be doing this thing soft, girl, hard man. Yeah, and I stand, yo, I'm going to do this shit, y'all. Believe me, 100 grand. And you know that I would never lie, but I'm going to force you to agree with this shit because I'm fly. And I know that y'all think that I'm the flyest ever because I force you to believe that shit and whatever. So don't start lying now and don't start lying down. And I see the soft girls. Come on, let me feel your soft titties and your soft girls because you's a soft world, but it's a hard life. But if you ain't soft, I ain't trying to make you my wife because that's the way it is. You understand what I'm saying, kids? Teach this to the youth. And his son is the God, and I got the proof. Don't say you don't believe. One tangle web, we weave, we deceive. Then I'm getting it off. Yo, soft girl, Aaron, yo, you too damn soft. All right. Peace to Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all come through, man. I hope y'all enjoy listening to this show as much as I enjoy broadcasting it. It's a good time, y'all. Yo, I want y'all to have a great rest of the day. Please don't front on that. And with that being said, holla. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Peace.